Check it.
I wanted to be white so bad in when I was younger, because like also my mom didn't help. Because in the Philippines, there's like white bar soaps. Like people view like beauty is like when your skin is whiter, and so my mom like she wanted us to be whitewashed so bad. She didn't even teach us Tagalog.
All right, chat. We're gonna watch this Valkyrae debacle, man. She is so dumb. She is like single-handedly killing her career, like in the dumbest way. It's like, oh my god, she's not even involved with the drama, and she keeps like integrating herself into it, try to get some farm some clips and farm some views, and she's just so stupid. She is like literally exposing herself for being a fake dumb person. Like, I just cannot believe how dumb she is. It's like, dude, stop talking. If I was her manager, I'd be like, please shut the fuck up. Just please shut up. Like, seriously. So we'll watch what Asmon has to say, and then we're going to show you some more clips. People are not just mad at her about the racism and the, like, phobia comments. They're mad as well because these people are just exposing how fake they really are. Like, Asmongold, he will tell you what's on his mind, and if you hate him or love him, then so be it. XQC, same thing. Aiden Ross, same thing. But all these fake streamers out there that, like, just bow down to any controversy, that if they say something that they believe that the fan base views it as a negative, or they clap back at it, they fold. Those are the people that people are just tired of listening to, because when you have these rich people like Valkyrae, she's rich, and she's like telling you how to think and how to like act and what's wrong and right, and then you find out that, oh wait, she doesn't even believe this stuff, that she's just kind of like playing a character. It really gets on people's nerves. So let's watch these clips, and we'll talk more about it. But it's just quite stupid, in my opinion, that she'd even do this to her career.
And anyway, Valkyrae told Cutie part of the reason why she's receiving backlash is because she's being so white.
Context. One of the most popular and most progressive streamers is getting cancelled for saying this.
In my family that are racist. There are people in my family that are bigoted. But I still love my family. And what's most important to get people to love other people is to love them.
She right.
Fighting hate with hate will never get anything anywhere. I don't support that my father is transphobic at times. I don't support that. Period. The end. But I still love my dad, and I'll go to coffee with him tomorrow. But I don't support that.
She's getting canceled for being normal.
You can't fight hate.
See, I'm gonna do the whole breakdown, the actual whole Asmon hour or whatever video. So I'll give you more of my opinions there. But Asmon, this is an L take from Asmon. She's not being canceled for being normal. She's being canceled for being fake. She's being canceled for portraying herself in a way and building this audience and this loyalty from a fan base, and then totally changing her viewpoints, right? So people would expect her to act a certain way because this is the people they've pretend to be. They don't want to step on any toes, so they've always been this way. And you'll see in a minute here, she does an apology. Why are you apologizing? If this is how strongly you feel about it, right? What do you need to apologize for? Again, it just shows how fake and money driven and just scared of losing clout. Some I forget who it was. I think it's that weird girl who had like the nose piercings and all the colored hair that made fun of Asmongold like last year or something about like animes and stuff like that. I think she made a video, or I saw a clip of hers where she was exposing Cutie for view botting. So like these people are so entwined to this like this culture of I need to be popular, I need to be seen, I need to be right, I need to not be hated, I need to be loved, and I need to be rich. And that's all they seem to care about. And that's why all of them are falling apart with this Kaia situation. You see what kind of people they really are. They rather defend Hassan than call out bad behavior. So that's why people are hating on these people like Ludwig, Cutie, Valkyrae. It's not because of, there's some people who are, for what they said or whatever. But I think the majority of people, it's because these people are fake and they're trying to persuade you that they are a certain type of person when really they're just going with whatever makes them the most money. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't like fake people. I don't want to be around fake people. And generally, like, I kind of agree with her too. Like, if I have a problem with somebody, if they're like whatever opinions they have, I can hang out with them. But generally, when they have those kind of opinions, they kind of sway to a person I don't like in general, if that makes sense. So if you're like a bigoted person, you could have your viewpoints, we can still hang out. But you probably have other characteristics that are things that I dislike, that I just don't want to be around, right? I can still say hi to you and still have a conversation with you and be cordial, but deep down, I really don't want to be around you. So I think that's where a lot of the audience is getting at. That it's like, dude, if you like have all these people that are acting this way and you just ignore it and you don't care, that's why her fan base is getting so upset. Is because she kind of is portrayed a different way. She should have a different opinion. She should not have this opinion, but this is how she truly feels, and it slipped out. The truth came out. So just like the Valkyrae thing with the Kaia thing, and like Valkyrae she's so dumb, man. All right, let's continue.
With hate, it doesn't get you anywhere.
I did tell her, I was like, Cutie, I do think your tone doesn't help because you inherently sound really angry all the time. It just comes off poorly, especially, you know, and I was like, you're also the whitest woman I know. You know.
I don't know what that has to do with anything about bigotry and phobias that they're talking about. Like, everybody could be a racist. Everybody could have phobias. So what does have to be white have to do with it? Like, I thought we're supposed to not see color. Like, really, like, it's just so contradictory. Such a stupid take. And like I say, dude, this girl just keeps showing how dumb she is.
Oh, you being so white.
Yep.
It doesn't help. It doesn't help. But I know her. I know her heart. She wants to help, but I feel like there's ways we can do it better.
The fact is that a lot of the people that are hating on Cutie do genuinely hate white people. Cutie Cinderella said she wouldn't drop a racist.
I would probably agree with that.
The craziest, the most privileged shit I've ever seen. People are furious at her about this. I hate when white people say the dumbest shit then try to act innocent.
I was uncomfortable, obvious.
And then like another one of them, this girl right here is gonna throw Cutie under the bus, right? And this is like her friend or something. And honestly, I don't know who watches this streamer, but she's gonna just pander to her audience now. It's like, dude, literally have the balls to say what you want to say, believe what you want to believe, and let the cards lay where they lay. Like, you're not gonna please everybody. You're gonna offend some people, but at the end of the day, if I offend you on one thing, hopefully we agree on 99 other things. If there's one thing that we disagree with, we can still be friends. But if it's like major things, like these people are making like all these accusations to be major to them, then like I said earlier, you kind of have trends that lead you into a different kind of character that you don't want to be around. So that's justifiable. Again, this is just sad though, that she's gonna throw her friend under the bus.
As you could see in the clips, you know who I am, you know what I stand for. If you're someone who's been watching me, then you already fucking know. If you're a first-time fucking chatter and you're just joining off of clips that you've seen on TikTok and you don't know shit about me or that you're going to make. But people who know me and know my character and know what the fuck I stand for, know how I'm gonna go about this.
This is what happens. They will throw you under the bus in a second.
Calling us transphobes, racist, whatever it is. I don't even know what the words they're saying. Now,
I don't even know it. Home phone?
you're literally just anything your community says, you realize you're like, what? You have a filter.
Oh, bro. Oh, my God. He's just saying it. Thank you, bro. Fucking thank you.
She literally was so nice to us. I'm so confused. And now she's agreeing with people and that she's uncomfortable with what Cutie's saying.
Yeah,
what is...
Yeah, bro. She switched up on you real quick because she don't give a fuck about you. She only went to your event, man, because you're popular. Let me tell y'all something.
And like all these, it's like, again, they're being exposed for just clout chasing, view chasing, clip farming. And it might be true what Ludwig said, dude. It's like 100%. These guys are not even really friends. And they portray that they're friends like all over the internet, and everybody thinks they're like the new modern TV show Friends, and they're just fake bitches, dude. They're just all fake.
This is for anybody like Ray or Cutie Cinderella, any of these people. This audience of weird, mentally ill losers are not the only people on the internet. You might think that there's a lot of them because they're all liking each other's stuff.
They're the most vocal group out there, I would say. They're the most... except for the Pokemon hate that's happening now, they might become the new most vocal on the internet. But normal people, when they had disagreements or they are upset, they kind of just keep it to themselves. They might like say something on the internet and move on. But the people that they've catered to, the audience they have created around them, are the loudest ones on the internet. Right now, on some of my Pokemon hating videos, right, because I'm so upset with ZA, the meanest comments have been from people that are like from that crowd, and a lot of them is just like, dude, that's not necessary. I just don't like your game. Why do you have to be that way? Like, I'm not coming over to you and saying some nasty stuff like that just because you like the game. I might think there's something wrong with you because how can you call it a 10 out of 10 with that slop that they gave you? And I can't believe you enjoy eating slop, but I'm not gonna like curse you or belittle you and say like you're like, the things they've said. But that part of the internet is the loudest and it seems to be the angriest. And these guys have built their little tiptoe careers around it.
And they're very coordinated, but there's actually a very small amount of them. You don't have to live in according to what the most uncharitable take is towards what you believe. Stop living in the shadow and stop being a slave to these freaks.
And how do we know that these groups are actually pretty small? Look at Star Wars, look at Disney, look at Marvel. These guys have all catered to that group of people, the loudest on the internet. And they have been pushing out the toxic masculinity, the men. They've been going towards this kind of the more vocal audience. And look at their sales; they've all plummeted. They're on life support right now. Why? Because this group is not as big as they thought. They're just extremely loud and very grouped and very focused online. They're very organized. So when you have these streamers who are also falling into the same fallacies that Hollywood is falling into, it's just sad because these streamers, like, they need a reality check, dude. Like, they need to realize, hey, you're a human being. You're not like anything special. Like, realistically, being a YouTuber or a streamer, like, is kind of being like a bum. Like, you're a glorified homeless person on the side of the street playing your guitar, asking for money. You do provide stuff, right? You provide some value with your content, entertainment, or whatever. But really, it's not like you're saving lives. It's not like you're doing brain surgery or something, or creating a rocket to go to the moon or something. They are literally just, people that most of them dropped out of high school, dropped out of college to do this kind of stuff. Like, it's not like a, a glorified career here. So a lot of these people have like lost that streamer mentality that this is for entertainment, for fun, gaming, hanging out, making connections, making friends. They have let this like Hollywood entity come onto their life and like force them into this weird like relationship with their audience where now they think they're so big and so important. Look at this freaking loser, Mizkif. This guy thinks he's so special, and it's like, dude, all you do is play video games. Chill out, dude. Like, the only reason you have any clout or any importance in your life is because other people have valued what you've put out there and they have raised you up. You've not been risen by your own deeds. Like, all you do is sit there and play video games and stream. Like, the audience is what brought you up and you should be appreciative of that. But no, they think they are like gods now. They think they're these rich money. The money gets to their head and it turns them into a different person. So we're in a weird place right now with streamers that a lot of these streamers need to like either come back to reality or they need to get the hell out of here. Like, you need to start finding some new streamers to support that are more real, like the real ones. So I want to show you guys another clip here. I kind of went on a tangent there, but it's just so annoying, dude. It's just so annoying how these people are acting, to be honest. Like I like NNP. Like, I do like his content. Like, I don't really watch his streams that often, but like the clips, I find them to be very funny, some of them. But even him, he's like all about the money and the image. Like, he doesn't want to say anything that hurts the brand. And everything's about brand now. Brand, image. It's like, dude, just be a person. People will like you, they don't like you. But you don't have to be like, you guys have so much money now. You guys don't need to work anymore. And yet still, they're just so focused on money and brand. It's like, dude, chill. So I want to show you guys these clips if you haven't seen it already. Again, just showing what kind of people these guys are. So Cutie is like... turns into a Karen. She just turns into a Karen because of something that she doesn't like, that she didn't get her way, and she's upset. So we'll see this one here.
Someone said that there's someone uploading my VOD onto Twitter. Is that what you said? If you could send my mod the username, I will happily send them a cease and desist. Or you can give them a heads up for me. Or if they're watching this right now, I will sue you. Quite literally. I'm not afraid of doing that. So if you could
Like, dude, look at that smile. It's just like what a Karen, bro.
link that Twitter account to my that's a money waste. It's not actually. It's like relatively cheap for me.
This is what I'm talking about. This is the exact attitude we're talking about. It's cheap for me. I'm rich. I'm great. I'm higher than that. I'm better than that. This is what I'm talking about. People are tired of this. These guys need to come back to reality.
I'm happy to spend $500 to prove a point. When I have a VOD unlisted and I choose not to upload it to make money for myself, you're not allowed to.
When you have a VOD that you said something that caused controversy because you accidentally said something that you actually believe and your fans are saying something about it and it's putting you in a negative light and you get scared, so you put that VOD on private, so then you get upset that anybody screen clipped it and now they're sharing it anyways because you're trying to hide it.
Take advantage of the content that I am creating that you are doing nothing for. Without my permission. There's lots of people that do it with my permission, but
it's fair use.
Again, let me know the second you have that Twitter account. And
if you re-upload her VOD, 100% re-upload, then yes, it's not supposed to happen, so she could ask you to take it down. But legally, you're allowed to use clips and talk about them and react to them, and fair use. Like, she knows that. But again, this is like a Nintendo situation. Nintendo thinks they could do whatever they want just because they could sue you. And look at Cutie here. Like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Cutie is she's not as sweet as we think she is, right? She's not Cinderella as she portrays. This is like the evil witch the evil witch of the West kind of stuff. This is Cruella de Vil kind of things, right? Like, this is not nice.
I will send it over to my lawyer right now. Okay.
All right, so you guys get the gist. So after this came out, we had some time comes out, and let's see her response to what happens after this clip comes out.
I'm really sorry. Like,
so after the clip starts sharing, after people start ragging on her for her response to the clip being shared, they go back to fake apologies. And again, stand on business, dude. It's not wrong. What she said is not wrong. It's not wrong. Like, if you are somebody who interacts with somebody that, you have to go to work with people every day. If you're not a streamer, if you have a normal job, you have to go to work with people every day. Every day you're working with people that are a-holes, any kind of phobe, racist. You're working with those people every day. But the thing is that these people have no power. So it really doesn't matter what they say. It only matters to the individual, right? In the individual level. On the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter if her dad's a racist. He has no power. He's not going to make any legislation that changes any rules or anything like that. It just means he's maybe not the best person, right? That's your viewpoint. There is nothing going to happen if this guy hates a certain group of people. It just means it's somebody you maybe don't want to associate with. That's it. But you have to interact with people on the daily. And there's going to be people on the daily that you don't agree with. There's people that you're going to dislike on the daily. And you still just, hey, what's going on? That's just life. So what she said is not inherently wrong, like Asmon said. She's being canceled for being normal. No, she's being canceled for being fake, for backtracking, for not being true to herself. That's why she's being canceled, because these people are so scared to be real. That's why they dislike Asmon so much. Do you guys remember that clip we did on the channel a while ago where NMP and Cinna are talking about how Asmongold needs to be shut, like they need to shut him up because he's doing too much damage for the OTK brand, because he's talking about stuff that he wants to talk about, that he believes in? That's the mentality, and that's what's being canceled.
again, if you don't want the, I've heard what a lot of people are saying, and I am sorry for the hurt that I've caused people. I'm really sorry. Like, Again, if you don't want this apology, then it's not for you. And clearly you're not hurt, but I'm apologizing to people that I've hurt, and that's important to me. So if you're a part of the queer community and I've hurt you, I am sorry. If you are a person of color who I've hurt, I am sorry. I am. I really am. I think
if she hurt your feelings, you need to grow up. You need to get a little tougher. All she said is that she likes to hang out with her dad, even though he's a shitty person. I love my dad, even though he's a shitty person. That's literally all she said. If that hurt your feelings, then you need to toughen up. Because that's just the reality of it. She didn't justify those thought processes. She didn't, reinforce them. She didn't echo them. She didn't say that's what she believes in. All she said is, I still hang out with a garbage person because I love them. That's basically what she said. And if that hurt you, then you need to get some help, or you need to toughen up, because there's nothing there that should hurt you. She's not saying she agrees or any of that. But the fact that she's in tears, she's not crying because of the situation. She's crying because she's scared about losing views. It's about the views and the money. That's it. That's all it is. And I get it. I get it. If you want to be a content creator, you need to make money. You need to be able to afford food and live and stuff. But these guys make way more than that. They make way enough money to get everyday expenses taken care of. They're living way above their means. Didn't Nick just buy a mansion for OTK or something like that? These guys have so much money, they don't need to be doing this anymore. And that's where the problem, I think, lies. That they are so, look at the Mizkif thing. He's literally abusing Emaru. Emmy is living in fear. Why? Because she has more views than him? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. If my girlfriend had more views than me, I'd be like, oh, thanks, babe. Can you buy me some Pokemon cards? Can I stream with you and try to get my views up too? What's the problem? So this is crocodile tears, not because of she feels guilty, if she feels bad. It's because she's scared of losing what she has.
the way I was wording things was very irresponsible and wrong. And I'm sorry. This is not about me. It's annoying that I'm chill. I'm fine. I don't articulate myself well, which means I can't really be upset if what I'm trying to convey is misunderstood. Because
it was very clear. I love my dad. He's a racist. He's a phobe. And I love him though. I'm not going to cut him out of my life. Which is a base response. I have family members that have this kind of stuff going on too. I'm not going to cut them out of my life. I still talk to them, even though I don't like the things they say. When I hear things that I don't like, sometimes I don't want to be around them. And that might come into play why I'm not around them as much. But they're still your family. You still need to love your family and care about your family. What is she supposed to do if her dad calls her one day and says, hey, I'm in the hospital, I have cancer or something? What's she supposed to say? Oh, thank God, you racist, and hang up? The minority of people on the left that get so triggered by this, I don't think is as many people as people think. So again, this is all performative. It's when she got upset about the Hassan thing, she wasn't upset that Hassan is shocking his dog and abusing his dog. She was upset that I forget what that guy's name, the black guy, I don't know, I don't watch their streams, the FaZe guys or whatever, got her to expose herself by saying that clip. Remember that? And her response was hey, I'm not going to collab with you anymore because you got me in trouble by asking me a question and I answered it and gave you my honest opinion. she was starting to get canceled for that too. Ludwig is getting canceled right now because of his opinions on the Hassan thing, because everybody right now is being exposed for the fake liars that they really are. Emaru and Mizkif, he's a liar, a fake, and has a lot of mental issues, getting exposed. Valkyrae, freaking airhead. I never knew she was as dumb as she is, but airhead, says stupid things, thinks stupid things, getting canceled. Like, it's just time I think people find new streamers, bro.
Don't get me wrong. At first, I was like, how could that be taken this way? And then I listened and I learned and I said, oh.
This sounds just like the Valkyrae one where she apologized, and I'll show you that one, where she apologized for messaging Asmongold for advice. I listened and I learned. You know, I just didn't know. Even though I'm streaming 12 hours a day chronically online, I just didn't know. While she was talking to Asmongold about doing a collab, while she was talking to the FaZe guys about doing a collab, I just didn't know.
My God. Because it wasn't my intention, but I did articulate things very irresponsibly, and that sucks. I did a really poor job at articulating myself. Even some of the clips I've seen, I feel so irresponsible for my own wording. I really do. And I'm sorry for that. I watched it back. I understand why it was hurtful. I've read the comments, believe it or not.
Okay, last thing I want to say about this clip. I read it back and I said the wrong wordings. Okay, so then you just said it in a way that sounded more harsh than it was, but it's still your thought process. It's still what you think. It's still what you believe. Like, oh man. All right, so we're gonna see right here, chat. This is the exact same situation with Valkyrae, just a different topic. The same situation with Cutie and Valkyrae is the exact same thing, just different topics. Watch.
Oh yes, I have seen the Kaia stuff, and let me tell you, Kaia is, well, first of all, the clip did look horrible. The clip was really bad. It was so bad. And it's understandable why everyone was freaking out about it, but I can verify that Kaia is.
So the clip looked terrible. Well, yeah, because she was shocked. And I can understand why everybody was mad. Well, because we saw animal abuse.
The most loved and spoiled and just the most well-trained and best little baby or big baby that I have ever been around and that I have ever seen. So big baby. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. You would think that
Here it comes, dude. The airhead, the stupidity. Again, I just can't believe how dumb she has proven to be. Like, and again, she's trying to, I don't know if it's true or not, but the rumors are Hassan and her are dating. So she's trying now to protect Hassan, even because it's her boyfriend or their friends, whatever. This is 100% a comment just to protect them.
this kind of outrage, we would have seen it towards like the genocide and stuff, but this priorities in this world are not where they should be. But alas. It's herd mentality. I mean, I think from the clip, it's understandable why people were very concerned.
So she just goes and talks more about the clip with the chat, but she got a lot of backlash, a lot of hate, and it's justifiable. It's just a stupid comment. You could be outraged about multiple things. Just because there's something going on in Gaza doesn't mean that you have to shut off your brain to everything else in the world. Injustices happen every day that it should be fought. So what a stupid comment. And of course, she was talked, and a lot of people were talking about it. She was ridiculed, a lot of backlash, and of course, she panics, and what does she do? She apologizes.
I see you. I did a deep dive last night. In fact, all night. At the end of the day, it is my fault for not being aware enough, and I apologize to my community. It was probably so hurtful, and so jarring. I'm under a rock, and that's my fault.
Hey, didn't we just hear this from somebody else? I watched the clip back, guys, and I did a lot of soul searching, and I just didn't know. I didn't know. I just didn't know. It's like the exact same situation, just different topics.
I think everyone, including myself, should be more aware of, what's going on in the world and what people are saying. I just like, it is my fault at the end of the day. That is my fault. It literally no one's fault but my own. I'm not aware enough, and that's on me. Right?
She streams 12 hours a day. She's on Reddit, TikTok, Instagram, Twitch. Her audience are talking about shit all day.
You're a good role model still at this point. I don't think so. I don't think I am. I think I have a good job of recognizing when I do mess up and accepting that and being okay with it. But and it's all good. It's all like
her Instagram, her ex was flooded with negative comments. Of course, you're gonna recognize it.
I hear you guys. I see you guys. You're right. You're so right.
So like she's like just like a ditto. She'll just morph into whatever you want her to be. If you want her to be a phobe or a racist, she'll morph into that. If that's what the audience is popular with the audience. If you want her to be more on the left, she'll morph into that. If you want her to be a gamer, she'll morph into that. It's like, dude, have a personality, have some characteristics, and just stick to what you are. Like, be a person. Be a freaking person.
And it is 100,000% my fault for not being aware enough. And I need to be more proactive in being aware of people. And
I gotta admit though, the basic coffee stirring stuff, it just doesn't help with the basic the vibes.
What's going on in this world? Listen, guys, even when it's happening to me, it is 1,000% okay to hold people accountable for actions and mistakes, okay? I think that the biggest discourse is seeing, like, I feel like the community is split. Like, some people are being too harsh, some people are not being harsh enough, and it's like I see you, okay? It is a good thing. And because of that, I was able to do like a deep dive. I was able to leave my rock and see and be more aware of it. And,
So again, another streamer just, bending the knee to the audience. And then I want to show you one more clip of her. She's getting so much hate right now for the white racism comments, right? I want to show you her take on white people. So again, these are people that are supposedly like, they don't see color. Their racism is not in their vocabulary. It's like bad. To see color is bad. Check it.
I wanted to be white so bad when I was younger. Because, like, also my mom didn't help. Because in the Philippines, there's, like, white bar soaps. Like, people view, like, beauty is, like, when your skin is whiter. And so my mom, like, she wanted us to be whitewashed so bad. She didn't even teach us Tagalog.
Oh,
so
yeah.
She only taught us English. And my hometown pretty much only had, like, white people in it. And so all the cool kids were all white. And sure, there was, like, some Asians. But, like, since I was half, I didn't look Asian. You know what I mean? And so it just...
The dude's like, oh, yeah, I guess, whatever. Yeah, you want to be white, I guess? Okay. It's like, all right, so she's criticizing Cutie for being too white, and now she's saying she wants to be white. It's like, you guys seeing a trend here? Flip-flopping on their identities, their politics, their thought processes, their characteristics. A lot of flip-flopping here. Like I said, it's like a ditto. It'll morph into whatever you want. And then this one right here, this one is bad. This one, chat, this is like the worst thing to say when somebody says like you're a phobe or an ist or whatever. This one right here.
She is not a fake ally. Do not say that. Do not say that. Her co-host is gay. Hello? She has gay friends. Okay? I think that she's being... The way she spoke about it...
Guys, I can't be that. I know a black guy. I know a gay guy. Like, I can't. No way you could put me in that box. I know people. Duh. Well, do you hang out with them? Oh God, no. Oh God, no. But I know them. It's like, dude, what are we doing? This is what I'm saying. It's like, and then she said her co-host is gay, right? Was she talking about herself? Because isn't she the co-host of that show, of the Wine with Me or whatever? So, yeah, right here, right here. You're gay. It's like, so I don't know, guys. And then we have one more clip here. It just gets worse and worse as we watch more clips. She's talking about how streaming is so gross now. Like the thing that's made her, you know, the people like you who've helped watch her and build her career up, put money in her pocket, allowed her to have this apartment or house, whatever she has, allowed her out a platform to say such stupid shit. Now she's saying it's terrible, it's gross and everything because there's weirdos. But like XQC is gonna say something great right here. I'll let him say it. But there's weirdos everywhere, bro. It's
Like it just feels gross. Like I feel gross. Just being around it, being associated with it, being like in the eyes of some crazy people. It's ugh. I don't know.
The hell is he doing with the can?
I mean, Chad, there's people that are bad in all industries, respectively, right? Like, right? There's people that are bad in the movies, in the Hollywood, in the stream, in the platform of the streams, for YouTube, Twitch, Kick probably. Actually, no, Kick is actually kind of perfect. But all aspects of all, there's going to be some weirdos, right? And as I'm talking about, it's hard to have a team that is perfect everywhere. Somebody is going to be a weirdo. That's not really a thing in streaming only. I think it's a thing in it's just a thing, unfortunately, in human. It's a.
I think she wants to quit because she's getting so much back. And you know, I'll be honest, there's some validity and there's some double standards to this criticism. But she's getting old. And people are noticing it. Like she's looking old. And people are commenting on it. They're saying you look old, you're like too old to be doing this, blah 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 blah. Which is the double standard because you see people in their 30s, their late 30s, their 40s streaming and making YouTube stuff, and nobody talks to them about being old unless it's like they're angry at them and they're like, "Oh, you're just so old, you're stupid," or something. You know what I mean? Like a negative thing when they're angry. But people are telling Valkyrae like on the norm. Like on the daily, like, bro, you're like 30, what is she, like 35? You're like 35. You ever gonna have some kids? You're running out of time. Like, what are you doing with your life? And, you know, that is a double standard, but at the same time, like, women do have that biological clock that men don't have. So it is unfortunate, but I think she wants to quit streaming because, like I said, she just keeps exposing how stupid she is the more she talks. She's having more and more bad takes. Her fans are hating on her even on the good days about being old and stuff, which again is not fair criticism, but you know, I get where they're coming from. She's a woman, so they see the biological clock, but you know, it's a double standard. You know, we have men, like I just said, men are streaming and stuff. So, but she's getting that hate on the daily, and then now she's like every situation she's getting into now, everything. She's just, it's not going well. It's like, dude, just go back to either gaming, or maybe you should quit. Like, what are you doing? And then when we talk about just stupid stuff she does, man, like after that backlash with the Hassan stuff, she posts stupid stuff like this, apologizing for Asmongold. Just dumb, man, just dumb. And the last thing we're gonna talk about with her, and we'll move on, guys, is that if you guys came to her her ex, she posted this. I guess she's playing Digimon, so that's a dub. That's base right there. That's a +1 in my book. But so she's playing Digimon, so she's asking like where to watch stuff, you know, to get back in the lore and stuff. And if you come click on it, dude, there's just so much hate, bro. So much hate. This one's hilarious. It's okay to be white, but it's not okay to be watching Digimon during a genocide while defending animal abusers. People are talking about how she should be banned off Twitch because of the race stuff she was pushing. She's just getting ratioed left and right, dude. It's not going well for her. And then she made a response to all the negative backlash she was getting. And here's the tweet. There's nothing wrong with having conversations with friends and helping them understand where their privileges come from in regards to situations they may not have personally experienced that others suffered from. And lots of privilege obviously comes from being white. Never thought I'd be accused of being racist against white people when the clip is clearly out of context. Anyways, filming Wine About It pod right now with Cutie, my white friend that I love very much. Laugh aloud. Stream resumes tomorrow. So yeah, she's gotten a lot of hate for this, guys. A lot of hate. This is my favorite by the author deleted it. Is this really the time to be doing a Digimon series? Hassan needs our help, and you need to stick up for him. Quick, say how bad white people are. Oh, it's always low IQ white girls who hate white girls. Oh my god, guys. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's all I wanted to talk to you guys about. This is just not good for her. And it just shows you guys that these guys are fake, entitled, and I'm not sure if Asmon will go as deep as this, but I'm pretty sure he would agree that these people are out of touch, and I'm sure that's why he's separated himself from a lot of them. If we've seen the OTK stuff, he kind of like abandoned all that because I think he saw this day was coming sooner than later. But all right, guys, so that's just my thoughts on all this. Kind of did a little longer than I thought, but if you made it this far, make sure you guys like and subscribe. We'll talk about other stuff here, but man, this is wild.